I mean, especially with Jennifer, because that was the first step in, and what were the challenges crossing over? I know Nollywood, I understand the industry, so it couldn't have been a walk in the park to take that decision as a producer, and a female actress turned producer. So what were the challenges making your first film, Jennifer?
Okay, making the hit Jennifer, because that's not my first film. Okay, yeah, as a producer. The story, to make it different from the usual, was really challenging. I remember Taiwo Bello is late now. Taiwo and I wrote Jenifa, the first Jennifer, and I kept on sending Taiwo away. Go away, you're not good. I'll tear it. And Taiwo said, okay, what is it? You're so difficult. Okay, sit down, let's do it again. And to get the story down was the biggest deal. And to get the funds, big shout out to Olasco Films. God bless him. He really supported the brand. I sat Olasco down. I said, Olasco, I'm going to need 10 million for this year. He's like, kilo peya. I said, I'm not worried. To pay a hit. I said, okay, don't worry. And that 10 million didn't come cash down. I remember us having 150 today. Tomorrow they bring 200K. There was a day they gave us just 50K on set. I had to keep moving on, and I thank God for my mom. She just went, okay, I have this managed, you refund. So we just kept on doing it, and it wasn't easy. And to control the crowd. The girl, oh, jeez.
They're called figures now?
Yes, they're big now. And to get the costumes, right, the makeup, to work with all those departments, I was a pain in the neck for them. Because I kept on coming, no, take this out, no, I want this, no, but it was cool at the end of the day.
And then a couple of years later, the follow-up, Return of Jenifa.
Return.
Was that based on the runaway success of, that based on that?
Yes, actually it was the marketer then, Olasco, that said, okay, why don't you let us work on the Return of Jenifa? And I'm like, what do I want to write after Jenifa? So, okay. Let's visit one or two other problems affecting young people. A lot of parents just send their children to school, they don't look back, they give them money, they don't have time. They don't spend time with their children. And that's very important. You need to have a relationship with your children, with your siblings, because you don't know what you'll save them from, the trouble they'll get into. And I had to treat that with Helen Paul's character, Omaomi, Rukisana, and the rest. And I just had to bring in the celebrities in, let people see them, do something different.
Was it easier to make the return than the
No.
relatively?
No way, it wasn't. It was more difficult.
How?
The money, the funds, it was.
Well, money don't drop now.
I know, but we just had to do it better, so it consumed a lot of money.
And the thing is, obviously, you decided to stick with the Jenifa character in the second part, because usually at times people create a character and they think, let me try something different. So you were very confident in keeping it for the return. Now we have Jennifer's Diary, which is another extension of this. At what point did you decide to make it a series as opposed to another film?
Okay, anytime I go to speak to young people in schools, seminars, and they just keep saying, when I talk like Funke, they clap when I say, handsome, he's fine, they go, wow, and they love Jenifa so much. Everybody keeps asking, when is Jenifa coming back? So that day I was just alone in the house. It was during my troubled times, as a person. And I was just in the house, everybody was asking, what's happening to your career? Are you not doing anything? And I just stood in front of the mirror and I told myself that, why don't you bring Jenifa back? Because actually for me, I talk to myself in front of the mirror most times. And I do that a lot. So I just said, why don't you bring Jenifa back? Why don't you, treat topics, problems affecting young people? Why don't you use her as a tool to correct a lot of things in society? People want to hear her talk. Let her do the talking. So that's how I started with Jenifa. And to be sincere, it was more difficult. I want to say right now. With the series, no, it was something else. Because at first, I just had a synopsis. I had a breakdown, and I felt, okay, the name is there, the brand is there, let me go to advertising agencies, let me go and reach out to them, have this Jenifa's Diary. They were interested. But they said, madam, we need to see what you want to show us. Now, time to get the phone to go and produce Jenifa's Diary. in a different way. And, Glow just renewed the contract.
Ambassador.
Yes, and I looked at my money. This money. I looked at my car. This car is old. I looked at my designer bags. Since how many years did you change your bags? And I told myself, no, you just have to shoot the series. And I called all my crew members, and we started. After then, I went back to the agency. No, we want it. And that's how it started. It was really
Next year marks 10 years of you as a producer. So, 10 years of acting, 10 years of producing.
I think it's even more than 10 years. I started producing in 2004. Jenifa's Diary.
Jenifa's Diary. Okay, so we're looking, more or less, we're looking at almost 20 years next year.
Yeah.
Celebration of Funke Akindele as a movie personality.
Okay.
What comes after that?
I must say, I actually, if you notice in Jenifa's Diary, you see a lot of new faces. I'm very passionate about that. I want to help the young up and coming ones. I want them to be seen, to be celebrated. I want to help them showcase their God-given talent. Because I remember it was really difficult for me to get there. I got a lot of no's. Actually, someone told me once that, Igbo guy, you're not fine now. You don't get front, what do you want to show me? Yes. Yes, and after, no, this is not a travel thing. Then I remember after I need to know, 5 years of being paid in dollars, being watched the name NTA Network, a big brand, and I went on a set, a Yoruba movie, and all I did in the movie was, and I went to the bathroom and I started crying. I cried so hard, and I go home, Mom, I said, Mom, I'm not doing this thing again. They're not giving me roles. Mommy said, it's in you. Just keep doing it. So after, I really want to work on my NGO. I want to give the young up-and-coming ones a chance. I really want to celebrate them. Though they get on my nerves a lot on set. They throw a lot of tantrums. But I don't want to give up on them. I really want to impact positively in the lives of young people.
And another beautiful thing is, like you've mentioned over and over in this conversation, is it's key for you to encourage young people. A lot of young people need a helping hand. And as you can see from all your films so far, unlike most big blockbusters in Nollywood, where we tend to recognize pretty much every face in them, you see, she breaks many, many new people, many, many new talent, and that's awesome. What's been your greatest challenge as a female in the industry, and is it better now compared to before, or is it tougher for women in the industry?
Okay, for women in the industry, I think it's better now. The likes of Ememi Song have paved the way for us, I'm still working hard. But really, I must say, I don't see challenges. No. I've been through a lot in life. So I just take it as one of them. And I move on. I just try to take good care of myself to be alive. So they can see good things from me. A lot of people will look down on you, Yoruba actress. I was on a reality show, and the first time, yes, I was on a reality show, and the next day, I saw some attitude, like vibes, and I didn't let that get to me, like, oh yeah, bring it on. We're in this together. This game, yes. So I try my best never to let anyone, make me feel bad. No, I will never look down on myself. I look at the positive side of things, my strength, and I use it. A lot of people, the very pretty ones, the very, notable ones, they don't have what I have.
You're charming, though.
Yeah, I know, I'm just trying to tell you, bro, that if you feel like, oh, you don't have it, I got this one thing, I'll be like, I got brains, girl.
And you mentioned being a Yoruba actress. A friend of mine, Ayoshola, a few weeks ago posted something on Facebook where he said there seems to be a dichotomy in the industry between Yoruba actresses and the Yoruba actors and the English-speaking actors from after the AMVCA event. And it became a talking point. And does that divide exist? And do you think perhaps that was the reason why, after a very, very successful debut as an actress, for 5 years and in dollars, you didn't get follow-ups?
I just believe in your time. If it's your time, you'll be celebrated. You know? Yeah, maybe God kept me, I'm sure He kept me then for a purpose. You know, so I can learn more and appreciate what I have today. So I don't think so. And for the whole, this is Yoruba movie industry, English movie industry, I do not subscribe to that. It's just one movie industry. Yes, we speak different languages. We have those that speak Hausa, Igbo, you know, we have Igbo movies, we have Hausa movies. I've featured in an Igbo movie before. I do pick one or two, you know, and Yoruba movies, English. I just feel the language is the difference. Indian movies, they don't speak English, and people watch them. Oh, yes. The only thing I just want to use this opportunity to reach out to those producing Yoruba movies, we that produce Yoruba movies. Let us, you know, step up our games. It's very important. Yes. Let us churn out good movies of good quality, so we'll be celebrated, we'll be seen. Let's not belong to the school of thought. They are segregating us. So nothing like that. Look good. Make sure when you're going on red carpet, look very good. Don't let anyone look down on you. You know, speak the English you can speak. Yes, that's very important. I don't believe in that. Rita is my friend. Rita Dominic Jenifa is my friend. Kate is my friend. Mercy Aigbe is my friend. Abojo is my friend. We're all one. Yes. And very soon I'm going to bring all of them together in a movie.
So remember, speak the English you can speak. Which brings me now to your English. I remember growing up, my first contact with a unique brand of spoken English was Chief Zebudaya Okorigwe Nwogo, alias 430 and Chika Opala in the masquerade at the time. And I realized till today, I still see his adverts on NTA doing that same thing he was doing from the early 70s. And you have kind of carved a unique niche for yourself right now. And I think you also have some other members in the family, like Fowles, who was here previously. He popped in and he stepped out. And who said, oh dear. He's coming back next week. Yeah. And that's the girlfriend. And is this something you designed? Or is this something that's been a part of you for a long time? You've just kind of like now expanded on for the purposes of Jenifa? How did you come about that?
I don't want to be too spiritual, but I think when God, I don't know, I can't explain. I really can't explain most things about Jenifa. Yes, I had the concept of writing, you know, a funny, crazy character from the village speaking a terrible English. You know, I had that, but along the line, it just developed. And you know, each time, I even go back to Jenifa, first Jenifa, to pick one or two things from it before writing the next season. I got to season 1, season 2, before doing the follow-up. So it's just something I designed, but along the line, it developed.
And it's now become you. Kind of.
Yes, at
you can switch.
Because at home, you know, sometimes they're like, that's Jenifa. That's Jenifa. But I love her confidence. That's what trips me in Jenifa.
Round of applause for Funke Akindele. Okay, now, we need questions from you guys. Okay, and we'll start with this gentleman. I'll just pass the mic on to you. Can we have somebody help us with the mics, please? Thank you.
My name is Mark Adebeshi. I'm a classmate of Taiwo Bello. I attended St. Joseph's College, just like the great coach that we lost a couple of days back by the name of Stephen Keshi. I've learned a couple of things about yourself, and I think on behalf of everybody here, I want to encourage you to continue to introduce new acts into what you do. It's a tremendous thing to do. With the charity that you've opened, it's, to be honest, it's fantastic. Most of what I saw today, I could see loads and loads of messages that were passed in very subtle and subconscious ways. It's brilliant. My question to you is, I think I speak on behalf of everybody here if I say we would want you to shoot a scene in Jenifa in London. Thank you.
Okay. Big shout out to JJC Skills, Marcus, and Mr. Rashid Bello. He actually came up with the idea of Jenifa in London. We'll be filming soon.
Are you happy, Mr. Mark?
Yes.
Fantastic. Okay, next person. Okay, that lady over there, please. One question.
That would be very difficult, Mr. Abbas. Hi, good evening, Ma. My name is Genevieve, and I'm an actor. So my question, actually, I have a question, a comment, and an action. So my question is, what advice would you give aspiring actors in the UK who like to obviously make use of their craft in Nigeria? And my comment is, you know, if you're looking for a Dako's daughter, I'm here. And my action is basically to give you my business card. It's not really a business card.
Okay. You're Genevieve, right? Okay, Genevieve. Okay. Okay, I'm Genevieve. Oh, she's gone home. Oh, there are. Auntie Genevieve. Thank you for coming. You'll be celebrated soon. I go alone. Okay. Well done. Keep doing it. Thank you for talking, and thank you for coming up to drop your business card. You please give Jessica, please, your name, because we're filming here, so you can be part of Jenifa's diary. Any other person can please drop their names. I'll make sure you're part of Jenifa's diary.
Awesome. And if I might just add, at times in life. Hello? Thank you. You see, she said something that at times she doesn't see challenges. Right? She just goes for it. And what that lady did just right now is she has crossed 5 hurdles. So at times in life, you need to just go for it. The worst thing that could have happened is for her to say no. But she made the move. So if you're young at times, don't sit and wait. At times you need to take that step. So nice one, Genevieve. And if you're looking for a manager, 10%. Okay, next person, somebody from this side. Okay. Yes, Mr. Ade.
Hello, how you doing? You look beautiful, by the way.
Hello.
I just want to ask you, like, how do you feel like with collaborating with comedians in the UK? Because myself, I'm a comedian as well, and I also do acting.
All right, guys, no problem.
Yeah.
Collaboration together.
No problem.
Yeah.
Yes,
Don't copy your number.
Oh, okay, no problem. I got my business card as well. Thank you.
Awesome. I'd like to speak with a few UK professionals, UK-based professionals in the industry, who might also have questions, perhaps on the technical side or on the business side of things. So, is Mr. Rukia Mata here? Is he still here? He's left. Mr. Spike Nelson? Oh, not here. Okay, I won't call him. Mr. Yoshonaya, do you have a question? Yes, he has a question. That gentleman over there. Over there, to the right. Do you have a question or a comment? Okay, you look like you're sleeping. Okay. Anyone? Okay. Mr. Ayoyebade, this gentleman here, just come down, make your way down, down, through the doors. Yeah, that gentleman. Sorry I put you on the spot. Yeah. Okay then, thank you.
I just want to say congratulations. We've been following you for many years. My wife and I are producers. We're very glad that you're going to shoot Jenifa in London. So any help we can give, we'd love to give it.
Thank you, sir.
That's really it. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, please. That lady with the afro.
Hi, I'm so proud of you, Funke, because I remembered me and you being on the set of I Need to Know together. I am Hawa's mom. I remembered we was at Charlie Boys when myself and Mrs. Weaver met you and said to you, do you want to go down to Swift's studio? Like there's an audition going on there. And I remembered I was almost auditioned or casted for your mother, but because I speak so much Hausa, because I was fluent in it, and Mr. Lloyd Weaver said to me, you know what, I don't think I want you to play Funke's mom, because it will be hard for us to find Hawa's mom. So, because you speak so much Hausa. So today we're going to cast you as Hawa's mom. And I worked so well with you. Yes, it was a UN thing. I'm so proud of you because you took it forward, you pushed forward, and you became what you are today. Even when people like us decided we want to chill out. And the most annoying and the most frustrating thing for me in this country is when you've decided you want to go back into this thing, and then people that you think will recognize, even when you open your mouth to say to them, this is what I have done. I was on the set of I Need to Know, Wings of Destiny, After the Storm, and then you tell them all these things, and they look at you and they think you're just some, usher. And then it's so embarrassing when you get some role, and you see people who can't even carry that role, and it's passed on to somebody else. Then you decided, you know what, let me continue to be my chef and leave this job. But today, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy.
Thank you so much, Auntie. I'll come and talk to you.
Ajalami.
Of course, Auntie, I know you. Like
You do.
You look hot. Hello.
You do. Can I give you a hug?
Auntie.
Change though. She was. I almost tried to pair her with my son. She was always saying, "My family, you, my family." Oh, okay, I'm so proud. Honestly, I'm so proud of you. You don't deserve it. I'm still here. I'm not acting anymore.
No, you will act. Hello. You're gonna act. Never give up, please. No. Okay, you said something about people that have gone for so long and they come back, they're not encouraged. That is life. Yes, it will happen. Some people will tell you you can't. But if you're still interested, Auntie, never give up. Huh? You are not too old. So be celebrating.
Oh, sorry. Can we move on?
Thank you.
Toyimo, is Toyimo still here? Toyimo? Is she here? Okay, please pass the mic to Toyi. She's a UK-based producer as well. And we'll take 2 more questions after Toyi.
Yes. You're amazing. And thank you. And I felt like I made a mistake, but thank you. Ola is one of the main actors there.
Okay.
I didn't know she had that kind of talent, but she's been brilliant. I want to say that JJC, I know I remember you. There was a show we had in Birmingham. You didn't perform, but we went there. I don't know if you remember, but you were a perfect gentleman. I was still trying to find my foot. And God has been kind to us in the UK in the sense that somehow the community has come together, and out of nothing, from just having a desire, we've been built up. There's so many of us here. Funke, you're a brave girl. I don't know what else to say to you, but I've learned so much just sitting down here and listening to your testimony and your work and your faith in God. And the things you are not saying, but we can see, there will always be quiet moments, unknown moments, times of struggle where you have to speak to yourself in the mirror. So I want to say thank you for encouraging us.
Thank you, sir.
And it's nice to know you're doing something here.
Thank you.
Okay,
Two more questions. The lady, Neka. Saha, can we do everybody in the gallery? I think just the numbers are about right.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. One question.
Add some treble to your voice, please.
One question. You can hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to say I well done for everything you've ever done. And also, I have actually watched you in the crossover Igbo movies. I have to say again, well done, because your performance has been very pleasantly surprising. The question I wanted to ask you is this. I know there are budding actors and actresses out here, but how about for the budding producers and budding directors? Do you have any unique suggestions for them to raise the finance they may need for a particular project? Some of them may not have friends who have 10 million naira or mums who are really supportive. So is there any suggestion you may give for how they can perhaps raise money for their project?
Okay, little drops of water, will make a mighty ocean. I think you just keep saving. If you can reach out to some people to partner with them. Like I always say, they say the government should come invest in the entertainment industry. I believe if you do your own, you do it so well, the government will come when it's time, Yes, it's good to sell yourself. I was watching yours, I wasn't at yours show, but I saw pictures on Instagram, and Bank of Industry supported him. I don't know how much they gave him. You can send your, proposal to them. Just go online. If your story is based on things that will reach out to the United Nations, maybe on child abuse, rape, look for NGOs that can support. But the little you have, pick up your camera, call one or two actors, put stuff up on YouTube. Like Iroko TV is out there to support by taking your content, put online. One way or the other, you'll get there. Never give up.
Thank you very much.
And last but not least, effect. For the lady?
I think she won.
Where's she?
The one raising her braids.
The lady with braids? And that'll be the last question for this Q&A.
Thank you, Funke. Okay, no, this is a business question. Who should we speak to for, Jenifa's acquisition for TV stations?
Okay, I think we have a local world here. That is our partner. Yeah, you can go for it. Yeah, they are very good people. Yeah, easy to have us in their sport. Iroko, God bless me. Any people. Thank you.
Okay.
So local world, just reach out to them, please. Thank you.
Who is Jessica? Who's Jessica? She's here, Jessie.
Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for Funke Akindele. I think we've had a wonderful session. I'd like to ask all gold wristband holders to make their way to the gallery. And we're going to have a quick, we do a quick photo session? No. Yes? No? Can we do upstairs? Okay, yeah. Okay. Because we're really, really running low on time as well. So thank you once again.